So my name is Mahesh Kumar. You can address me as Mahesh. So welcome to again day one in our Google Cloud Platforms Cloud Architect training, and it's a customized training. So why it is a customized training, you will understand it as we progress in our day-wise sessions. So first of all, what is the takeaway for you right away from this training? So there are two things which you are going to do it. So, and I have tried to divide it into two parts: pre-certification and post-certification. So let me just get my highlighter here. So pre-certification, this is the current stage we all are in currently. So in this stage, what we will do is, during the course we will try to understand all GCP products and services, right from what is a virtual machine to a complex stuffs like what is big table, what is BigQuery, how it works, how networking works. Everything we are going to learn from the concept wise. What is it? What is the use case? When should you use all those things? Plus, we'll also do lots of hands-on demos. So demos is going to be done by my side, and I'll tell you how you can also do the demo at your side at a later point of time. And these are two important stuffs. Once we do it, there are good amount of services in GCP, so we should get hands hold on to those things. Once we do it, we have to definitely prove ourselves that we can do some mini projects, all those things. So I highly recommend, this is towards the end. Okay, so this is towards the end. I highly recommend all of you to do a mini project. Now the reason for asking you to do this is this is not a mandatory. I'm not so you know, the entire session is driven by as an individual from my side, so it's not a part of any organization or anything. So there's no grading, no certification for attending this class. It's not those things are not there, but this is totally for your self-learning purpose only. Now, so to get a better understanding yourself whether I can do implementations or not, so I strongly recommend to do two mini projects. One is cloud migration, meaning I guess most of you are coming from on-premise or maybe from already some other cloud also, or maybe GCP also. How do you do a migration from on-premise to GCP? For example, you may be running a web application, you may be coming from a application development team, or maybe from a database or from a BI perspective. What you were doing in on-prem, why don't you do the same thing in GCP? So that's going to be the first migration. And if you are not getting any idea, please drop me a direct message in my email. I'll help you out what could be the best one. And this is not in the beginning, so this is towards the end. And that's the first migration project. I would strongly suggest you to do it. The second one is something called as born in the cloud, something which is very native. There's no migration, nothing. This application is totally born in the cloud. So two mini projects is what I highly recommend in the pre-certification stage. So this is going to make you very strong when you take up the exam. So, and the focus is on this. This is the certification which we are focusing on in the class, Cloud Architect, Professional Cloud Architect certification. Now, that's the first part of it. The second thing is post certification. Let's be very optimistic. After this class, you have spent a good amount of time preparing yourself, all things done. Now you go take an exam, the Cloud Architect exam. Afterwards, what's going to be the next thing is basically your post certification. Let me just get my highlighter. Post certification, many of you may be taking the certification for multiple reasons. One could be definitely a career upgrade. So you're doing some kind of a job currently and you want to upgrade yourself to a different role, and you may be fully in on-prem and you want to take it to the cloud because cloud is really booming. That's one thing. That could be the first reason you want to do. The second one, once a career upgrade happens, you will have a pay increase. Personally, I would say that is true. This is at a individual perspective, and I can share my own experience with this, and I have seen this happening in my own career itself. So previously I used to work in Singapore as a pre-sales engineer. Then due to various reasons, I wanted to come back to India. So at that time, I did the certification, cloud architect. Then I got an offer in India, and believe me or not, so definitely you should be knowing the currency difference between Singapore and India. So almost like 50 times or 54 times. So I got almost the same salary which I was getting in Singapore in India, minus the amount which I was paying to the rent. So in Singapore, I did not had a house, so it was a rented house. So anyway, I'm paying it to a landlord there, so it was of nothing for me there. So it's a expenditure. So anyway, in India I have my own house, so it was almost like a benefit. So I came back to India, so I'm with my parents. So that was a big benefit, I would say. So that's where I felt personally this certification helped me achieve what I wanted. So I was very close to my family. That's it. So that was first part. The second part is, if it is for your organization. Now if they hire you, or if you are in the current organization itself, you want to show your skill set, you are going to become an asset, is what I would say, because most of the organizations are currently in this digital transformation journey. So the last year you would have not seen most of us work from home. So at that time, so scalability was an important thing. So transforming from on-prem to GCP is an important thing. So this certification is going to help you out to give the guidelines to understand what should be the best way. And the most important, which I would say, is you are going to design and build highly scalable solutions on various using the various components which is available in GCP. So I'll talk more on this in the upcoming slides. The reason is, whatever you build, it is going to run on the same infrastructure like your YouTube, Gmail, Google Maps. What is running, so on what infrastructure these end user products are running, it is on the same infrastructure even your application, your database, or your workload which you're planning to do is going to run. So the scalability wise, you are going to get that level of scalability. So those are the key takeaways for you from this training, folks. And we are currently in this stage. So we should finish this part and aim for this certification. That's the key thing here. Now,